Hi, we're going to talk now about legal encyclopedias, what they are, why you would want to use them. Legal encyclopedias are very large sets of books. They're divided into topics and into sections within those topics. They'll give you the basic legal concepts and issues behind a particular legal large issue. They start out with the concept in general, then they narrow down. They're, I think, the best starting points for research because they give a really good overview of the legal concepts involved and the issues. A lot of times they'll give you some key cases, not all cases, but the major ones, and they'll give you good terminology so that when you're getting ready to do a search on Westlaw or Lexis, you'll know the proper terms to look for. There are two national legal encyclopedias, American Jurisprudence Second, also called AmJur Second, and Corpus Juris Secundum, also called CJS. They do pretty much the same thing, and which one you prefer is up to you. Some people like AmJur Second because of the cross-references it gives to other AmJur publications. Some people like Corpus Juris Secundum better, CJS, because it's more tied into the Westlaw and West Reporter system, but it's up to you. Many states also have their own legal encyclopedias. For example, Florida has something called Florida Jurisprudence Second, also known as FlaJur Second. You can find all of these on Westlaw and or Lexis by looking under secondary sources for the particular state. Where would you find the legal encyclopedias? Well, they're on Westlaw, they're on Lexis, the whole thing. They're also in the Larkin reference room of the Hand Law Library. We have all three sets that I've talked about. FlaJur, AmJur, CJS are all in the Larkin reference room. Now, to find a legal encyclopedia on Westlaw, on the very first page, click on Secondary Sources. And under that, when you're in the secondary sources screen, look for jurisprudence and encyclopedias. Usually if a state has a particular legal encyclopedia, such as Florida or California, it will be called jurisprudence. And I'm not sure exactly why they stick to that terminology, but they do. So for Florida, it's Florida jurisprudence. But look under type and you'll find the different state ones listed. If there is one, you'll also find the national ones. And so when you go to jurisprudence and encyclopedias on Westlaw, you'll find AmJur Second listed here. You also find CJS. And you find some other things like California Jurisprudence Third and some other publications like legal form books that AmJur puts out. Now, when you get into one of the legal encyclopedias, you can see they're broken down into very specific issues. So just looking at the first ones under the list for AmJur Second, you've got everything from abandoned, lost, and unclaimed property to at the very end you would have, I believe, zoning. There's a thing up at the top that says you can browse the table of contents right here. Or you can use the search bar, and there is a search bar that would be above this that would search only AmJur Second. That search bar will change depending on what publication or what type of content you're in, so it would have changed at this point to where it would only search AmJur Second. You also have over at the Tools and Resources the AmJur Second General Index. If you're not sure what you're looking for, if you only have maybe a term that you want to find out about, or if you're not sure what topic something would come under, go to the index. Do either a word search or an index. I don't particularly like the looking up a topic method because sometimes it isn't clear what topic something might come under. So I would advise using the general index first, and if that doesn't work, then doing a word search. Now, when I was doing a search on here as a sample, I put in playground equipment as nuisance, and I came up with very quickly amusements and entertainment, section 21, games or sports and premises used as nuisances in general. And this is where I can find out very quickly what the law is in general. Some states may vary a little bit, but usually they don't, about playground equipment as a nuisance. Here you have a cite to the key number system that we discussed in the part about finding cases on Westlaw. You've got a cite to ALR, which is another secondary source that's terrific. And you've got some explanation there about playgrounds as nuisances or not. You have footnotes to cases, not every case, but the key ones, the ones that set out the concept the best. And over on the side, over on the left, you have a list of the contents of that whole entertainment and sports law section. So you would have the various topics and the sections under those as you open those topics up. On Lexis, what you'll have is pretty much the same thing. Look under secondary materials. Under national, because they are national in scope, you would have the legal encyclopedias. Lexis has Amjur Second. It doesn't have CJS, but it does have Amjur Second, and it has some different state encyclopedias than Westlaw might. And again, you can search that the same way. You can use the search bar once you get into the legal encyclopedia, or you can look in the table of contents or look by topic. This is a very, very brief introduction to the legal encyclopedias. When you want to use them, if you have any questions at all, please come ask us. If you need any help finding something in them, please come ask us. If you have questions about anything, please come ask us. We love to help. You can contact us at lawrefgp@law.stetson.edu. You can call us at 562-7821. You can stop by the reference desk at any time, or you can stop by our offices. Please come in and ask. Thank you.